Thank you for watching Ratchet RN Speaks. It's yours truly, Nurse Ratchet, and I'm so grateful to have another episode and to have you tuning in. So I'm just gonna jump right on in once again to why I call myself Nurse Ratchet, why I call this Ratchet RN Speaks, or Nurse Ratchet Speaks. Basically, a lot of people are getting confused and asking me questions. Why would you call yourself Nurse Ratchet? Isn't that supposed to be ghetto and all this other stuff? And it's totally not like that, okay? Not at all about being ratchet or ghetto or anything like that. This was actually inspired from a coworker that I used to work with, who was so ratchet, so to speak, that, you know, I wanted to figure out how I can learn from the situation, because she was getting me so upset with the things that she would do, how she would deal with patients, the patient complaints, just on and on and on. Her shortcuts and shortcomings. And I actually started Nurse Ratchet as a way to cope with it. And I actually modeled her, because I said, what can I learn from this woman, in all of this? And what she taught me was that you just watch people and do the opposite. Okay, so whatever she was doing with her ratchet practice, I decided to do the opposite. And did that prove a world of difference in my practice? So Nurse Ratchet is about making sure that you transform your practice from ratchet to expert. Okay, so I just want to clear that up. Now, this episode talks about how to better connect with your patients, because in nursing school they teach you all the technical stuff, but they don't teach you how to really get one-to-one and connect with patients. The more you connect with people and patients, the more that you're able to really get across to them and really help them make better decisions to change their lives. I know it sounds crazy, but it's all about connection, everything. So I'm going to share 3 simple steps, very simple steps that you can take today to make your connections grow, make your patients want to engage with you and be better. Step number 1, attitude. Attitude matters. Attitude matters. You're gonna hear me say this 1,000 times. Attitude, attitude, attitude. So if you have a positive attitude, you come in the room smiling, introducing yourself, come in the room with that positive energy, that good vibe. It really helps attract other good vibes, other good energies. I really believe that if you walk around with positivity, great things will happen to you. On the other hand, if you walk around with that negative energy, you're the Debbie Downer, you're the negative Nancy, everything is a eye roll and this and this and that. I mean, that's what you're going to attract. So attitude, 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 keep that smile going. That smile is universal, no matter what language you speak. Step number 2 is listening. A lot of people feel like the more you're talking and trying to get people to like you, that will make people like you. And it's actually the opposite is what I've learned. So by me listening more and actually listening to not just respond, but to actually listen to what that person is saying and having that person, allowing them to feel heard, has been such a big improvement in my connections and my relationships with people. I oftentimes have people saying to me, wow, I was really able to connect with you. I was really able to feel heard. Thank you so much. You know me so well. And not only through listening do you grow as a person, it allows you to learn from other people's experiences. So listen more, talk less. Step number 3 to gaining connections with your patients and your relationships in life is to not be so judgmental, okay? One thing I would definitely recommend is to keep your judgments to a minimum. Everybody's life is so different, and we're all going through our struggles and our things, but you judging other people is not going to help your connection building with them, and it's not going to allow them to do better for themselves. Another part of step 3 I wanted to discuss is about not being judgmental, but also meeting people where they're at. So if they're sitting down, you sit down too. You meet them at eye level. You meet them wherever they are. If they're standing up, you stand up too. It makes people more comfortable to meet people where they're at, not only from a physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint. Now, if you're finding that one of your patients is more polished and refined and prefers more polished topics, then you go accordingly. Now, if they're a little less formal. You go accordingly. You meet people where they're at in their process. It's not for you to judge. It's for you to kind of better understand them, okay? So that is the golden rule. Like I said, in order to love is to not judge. So keep your judgments to a minimum and meet people where they're at, and just be simple and conversational and loving. And once that comes through, they will more than be happy to change their health outcomes and to better engage with you. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, please like, follow, subscribe, comment. Let me know if this works for you, which I have no doubts that it will work for you. And be more, do more, serve more. Thank you so much for watching. It's yours truly, Miss Ratchet. Bye.